What's up guys, it's Chili here, and the day has finally come. I got a chance to try out the Age of Mythology Retold closed beta, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys all of my first impressions. We're going to be diving into every single civilization, taking a meticulous look at all the different unit designs, myth units, the god powers, the titans. It's going to be a ton of fun. I do want to note that this game is definitely still in beta form, so there are going to be a few bugs, some of them even pretty glaring, and you're going to see that in this video as well. So hopefully the devs get this ironed out pretty soon, but I gotta say, I came into this with really high expectations, and I thought there was no way that this game could live up to the hype that I had set up for it in my head, and to be honest with you, it kind of exceeded it. Like, I had a ton of fun trying this out, and the game was in a way more of a polished state than I was expecting. The graphics look amazing, the units feel so good, and everything just like captured that perfect blend of both a modern game as well as the nostalgia that I had for Age of Mythology growing up. So all I'm saying is get hype, let's not waste any more time. If you guys want to see more Age of Mythology Retold content, definitely like and subscribe to this channel. Let's just dive into it. Alright, first up we're going to take a look at the Greeks, and I am very glad to say that all the same cheats work from before. For this first age up, I'm gonna go with Hermes. Let's take a look at this guy. Okay, we've got the centaur here. Oh, whoa. I like those horse sound effects with the centaur. And if we get the upgrade, ooh, okay, they got this fancy armor going on now. Let's go ahead and build a archer range, barracks, and a stable. Okay, so here we can see all the classical age Greek units. We've got the Toxotes here, the hoplite with a very similar animation as before, and the Hippeus, which is the new name for the Hippicon. And then if I actually upgrade them, we can see that it adds a little bronze helmet for each of them. The helmet is a little bit oversized and weirdly placed on the hoplite and the Hippeus. And then if I actually get the armory upgrades, we can see there's this. They have bronze cuirasses now, looks great. They have the shields, and then they can also get their weapon upgraded. Moving on to the next age, I think I'm gonna have to pick Dionysus. We got the Hydra myth unit over here. It's so big, I can't even zoom in on it properly. So this time, the Prodromos, the Hippospis, and the Peltis are actually locked behind the heroic age. So I have to get to age 3 before I can get them out. I do not know what is going on with this pathfinding. So for the cavalry, we'll get the heavy cavalry. You'll see that they have a much more metal sheen. For the archery range, we get the upgrade. It just kind of makes them a little bit more metal. And finally, for the infantry, the hoplite actually gets this kind of Corinthian helmet look. Love that. If we look at the blacksmith now, we have the Q, which gives them slightly more metallic silver looking weapons. W makes the armor a lot more, they got muscle cuirasses now. Finally, the E gives them these larger shields. Going to the last age, we're gonna have to pick Hera. Hera's new splash looks so good. Up front, we got the Myrmidon. Myrmidon also has this kind of Corinthian looking helmet. It looks like a Hippospis. They look very similar actually. And here's the Medusa. Look, I love how all the snakes have their own little animation attached to them. That's so cool. Let's also try researching the upgrades for Medusa. Let's see if that changes her at all. Boom! Okay, she's all gold now. Whatever engine they're using here actually looks really nice. Let's go ahead and get our upgrades. So you can see for all the upgrades, the designs are a lot fancier on the helmets, especially for the hoplite. They have these like little fancy designs. Everyone's kind of covered in gold now. And why don't we also grab the armory upgrades? So we have the iron weapons, iron armor, and lastly the iron shields. So you can see that their cuirasses got a little bit fancier, the shields got much bigger, and their weapons are a lot more gold. Here are the heroes for Zeus. We have Bellerophon on the Pegasus. Hercules, you can actually tell like what he's wearing now. He actually looks like he's wearing a lion's pelt on his helmet. And Odysseus. I love that the icon for Odysseus looks exactly the same as before. For siege weapons, we got the Petrobolos and the Heliopolis. I love that these wooden boards on the windows here are just kind of like bouncing around as this thing's moving. It really adds to the effect. Okay, next up we'll research the Titans. This is actually a lot cheaper than I remember it being. Okay. And there's the Titan. Yo. Okay. Whoa, I like that. Yeah, I like that walking animation. He's just hulking around. He's actually a lot smaller than I expected. I love how all the sounds are just like the same exact sounds, just kind of brought into a much higher quality. All right, we'll have our Cerberus kind of destroy this guy's base. Whoa, oh my god! Wait, that guy just got disintegrated. Yo, whoa! Wait, did this guy just bounce off of that building and then bounce back? What the fuck? Wait, they can do that now? Yo, these building destruction effects are so good. Oh, but it doesn't burn. Okay, yeah. It's not like Age of Empires 4. It doesn't actually burn down. It's just a visual effect. Wait, I need to kill another one of these things. That was amazing. Boom! Oh my god. Wait, that's like the best part of this game right now. Every single time he slaps it, like a piece of this building falls off. Oh my god, the fences came off now? Wait, this is really nicely done. Let's call in the lightning storm. Ajax is gonna die. Oh, he got lightning struck. Wait. What the fuck? Wait. Whoa! What the? Lightning storms can destroy buildings now? What? Wait, that was not balanced. What's the point of ever getting an earthquake now? Wait, I'm so confused. But, well, anyways, let's move on to a different civilization. All right, my first time trying the Egyptian civilization. We got Ra here. Already have the pharaoh. He's got a name now, Minkare. Did that always happen? I don't think they always had names. We got monument to the villagers. Automatically empower all nearby What? This is a cool effect though, that you can. Whoa! You empower one and it empowers all of them? Wait, so you can chain this. Wait, this is so cool. That's new. That's gotta be new. Let's take a look at the mercenary. Very classic look. Looks exactly like how I remember it. I like the icons even the same as before as well. Alright, let's go ahead and age up. We'll take Bast. Whoa, look at the muscles on that thing. You get the upgrade. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, that is a crazy look. What? And then it becomes a bird? The Hierarchosphinx? That's cool. What in the world? That's so... Okay, our mercenary died. Alright, now let's build some military buildings here. Oh, I think that's the only military building we can build right now. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We have the slinger, we have the axeman, and we have the spearman. All very... Oh, what? Yo, the spearman's got like a ponytail that like bounces around as he moves. That's so cool. What? Wait, I love that. That's such a cool design. The axeman's just kind of boring. He's just kind of a bald dude. Okay, we'll get the upgraded spear, axe, and oh, okay. Upgraded spearman's got like a helmet now. Oh, his ponytail went away. That's kind of sad. The medium axeman has this kind of fancy hat going on, and the slinger, he's got a bit of a weird skull cap thing that he's wearing now. Let's take a look at the armor upgrades. So if I go the shield, okay, we got the shield, we got the armor, whoa, and we got the weapons. Okay, so for the armor for the axeman, we got a cuirass, a metal cuirass, we got some scale armor for the spearman, and then the slinger's wearing like a cheetah pelt or something like that. Let's go ahead and do another age up. Okay, we gotta try out Sobek, I think. We got the rock and the Pasuchos. Okay. So there's the Pasuchos. That is such a high definition looking alligator. Wait, that looks so realistic compared to what I remember it looking like in the past. Yo, it looks so good. What the hell? If I get the upgrade, it's now golden. Okay, I like that. For our Migdal Stronghold units, we have the Chariot Archer. We got our War Elephant here. Wow, the War Elephant is big. Yo, that is a wide elephant. What the hell? Why is it so wide? And we got the Camel Rider. Oh, Camel Rider is so tall. Let's go ahead and get the upgrades for these guys. Camel Rider, War Elephant, and the Chariot Archer. They're the same thing, just more silver. For the Spearman, we'll get its upgrade. Okay, it's got a fancier hat. Axeman's got a fancier hat as well, and we got a little bit more of iron hat for the slingers. So we got the weapons, armor. Okay, so the armor affected everybody. Wow, everyone got these like fancy scale mail. Oh, I love that. And then the shields. Whoa! Into you. Wait, the spearman's get such a fancy shield now. Whoa, that did not happen in the past. And the axeman too. Whoa, that shield looks so nice. And his axe is all shaped like this now. It's got like a moon shape. All right, let's go ahead and age up. We're gonna go with Osiris. All right, here's the mummy. I like this mummy design a lot. Okay, and then here's the upgraded mummy. Whoa, whoa, it's got like a pharaoh helmet now. I love this design. This is so cool. Alright, let's take a look at the pharaoh here. We're gonna go ahead and... Son of Osiris, this guy. Boom! Okay. He looks about exactly what I remember. Gonna get all those upgrades. Boom. Alright, looking solid. Only the Spearman's helmet is the thing that stands out to me. We'll do the same thing for the Migdal Stronghold. Get all the upgraded version of this. Wow, that's a golden elephant. And the camel has some barding now. It has some like metal barding on it. If we take a look at the weapons, armor, and the shield, you can see everything fully upgraded. I remember these shields. We'll go ahead and summon the Titan. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. That animation happened a little bit too fast, it feels like. It's got a different vibe compared to Cerberus. This unit's animations are a little bit more awkward compared to Cerberus, it feels like. But I don't know, it could just be me. Yeah, like that smash, it happens here, but then the units get launched from his position. Traverse both over land or water. Wait, does that actually happen? Yo, that's so cool! Wait, is it just me or did he just got bigger? Oh, the Wonder gives bonuses. Myth unit and Titan. Oh, so when you complete the Wonder, the Titan gets stronger. Titan Gate can be rebuilt every 10 minutes. What? Wait, that's so cool. Wait, I love that. That's so cool. This makes the endgame a lot more interesting. Okay, so the Titan did literally get bigger. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, that's the Egyptians. Let's go ahead and take a look at a different civilization. There's so much more to look at in this game. All right, so now we have the Norse. We're looking at Thor. We're starting out with those dwarves. Whoa, their faces are so silly. They're just completely covered in beards. They're not as cute as what I remember from the previous game. Oxcart looking good. I love the detail with the drapes here. Wow, they really knocked it out of the park with all these artistic renditions. Yo! So the Ulfsark is no longer the Ulfsark. It's now called a Berserk. And they can be female. Whoa! What the hell? She got like a anteater or like a rodent or something on the back of her head, but she's like got ponytail. That is nuts. Oh fuck, I'm so hyped. What the hell? This is like way better than I expected. Hrani Iron. Looks solid. This looks exactly like what I remember it. Nothing too different here. Advanced to Classical Age, we got Forseti or Freya. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to see Forseti. Nah, I'm gonna see Freya. Alright, so here's the Valkyrie. Relatively bare, actually. I remember her having like a helmet before, right? Did she get an upgrade? Boom! Okay, alright. That's the Valkyrie that I remember. She still has that kind of rainbow effect going around her. Such a cool design. Let's go ahead and build up that longhouse. And then we have the Dwarven Armory here. And then we have the Great Hall. Train and upgrade heroes and cavalry. Oh. Oh, whoa. So this is just a new building outright for the Norse. So all their cavalry are here. So Hearst here, raiding cavalry, Godi. What is a Godi? Are those spearmen that we saw earlier? They look like javelin heroes. And then the Jarls. Okay. Jarls are not heroes. Good against human soldiers. So Jarls are no longer good against myth units. They're good against human soldiers now. Godis are good against myth units. Okay. What is a Godi? So Wikipedia is telling me that Godis are basically like chieftains or like pagan tribal leaders. Let's go ahead and get a raiding cavalry unit out. Again, the pathfinding is the only issue I'm seeing right now. I'm hoping that they fix this before release because this is kind of getting a little bit annoying. Okay, we have some new units here though. The Norse have been changed so much. This is so cool. Okay, so we have the Herdmen. This is a new unit for these guys. This is like the spearman equivalent, it looks like. Wow, they look so cool. They're like a shield wall kind of spearman type of unit. Yeah, historically Herdmen were basically like the guards of a family, a noble house or something like that. We have the Throwing Axemen. Throwing Axemen look pretty much the same. It looks like their icon will give them horns later on, but it's good to see these guys again. And then finally the Berserk. I'm guessing these guys are now an anti-infantry role? Good against whatever it can reach. Okay, that's really interesting. It looks like all Norse infantry can still build, so that's still really cool. And the raiding cavalry here, I think this is exactly what it looked like unarmored before. Oh, okay, so for all these infantry units, they get one upgrade. Okay, boom. Okay, that's interesting. So like for the Greeks, they have to research separate upgrades for their ranged and melee infantry. But for the Norse, they just research one upgrade and it gives it all for them. For the cavalry, boom, we see the raiding cavalry here. He's got a helmet. It's not much of a helmet. It's just kind of like a skull cap and that's it. Okay, so nothing too fancy there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weapons and armor. So that's the armor upgrade, shield upgrade, and spear upgrade. So now we're starting to see like a little bit more fanciness going on. Some scale mail happening. The Herdman looks really, really sick. Tanky looking motherfucker. I can get another upgrade here? That's interesting. Oh, I can just keep on going. Oh, because I'm Thor. I can just keep on going. Actually, I can just age up. Scotty or Bragi. Okay, I gotta see the Frost Giants. Okay. Whoa. I like the way they sound. If I get the upgrade. Boom. Okay. Damn. Yo, these guys look so cool. Wait, can I freeze this guy? Oh, that poor hippopotamus. Let's get some more units out here. We'll get the Godi, and the Ulfjarl. Oh, it's called an Ulfjarl, not just a Jarl. Okay, so here's the Godi. What in the world? That is a crazy looking dude. What does he do? Wait, I need to see how this guy attacks. And once again, we got the pathfinding error. Okay, so he's just throwing javelins. It's a little bit unfortunate that the Godi doesn't, like, get any names, unlike the Herseer. That would have been nice if the Norse heroes both got like named units or something like that, just to be consistent. The Jarl, the Ulf Jarl here, I'm not a fan of that helmet. It's kind of boring looking, not gonna lie. But let's go ahead and get some upgrades going. We'll get the heavy infantry upgrade. Very interesting helmet design here. I don't know about those cheek guards. Is that a historical thing? I'm not sure. Whoa. Okay, so the Herdman actually has a helmet that almost looks like a Saxon helmet. And then we get like a wolf pelt, or this might be like a boar pelt on the back of the heavy berserk. All right, and let's go ahead and get the upgrade for the cavalry as well. Boom. Okay, it's now a great Jarl, and for the great Jarl, it's got like a bird helmet. So I think that's pretty consistent to what was in the previous game. Heavy raiding cavalry, it now has wings on the sides of its helmet, so it's a lot more interesting looking compared to before. And it doesn't look like the heroes have changed very much. They look pretty much exactly the same. All right, let's have this guy build a hill fort to make some more units. Oh, the Norse have a lot more units compared to before now. So now we have the heavy Huskarl. That helmet looks a little bit oversized. Maybe it's just for readability from a distance, I'm guessing. But zoomed in, it looks kind of too big for him. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I've always wished that Huskarls and Norse units in general had like some kind of shield wall ability or something like that. Unfortunately, as it is, they're not really falling into their historical inspirations as much. And we have the portable ram, which is the siege unit that these guys use. It looks pretty standard. All right, let's go ahead and do the final age up here. We got Balder or Tyr. I'm gonna have to go with Balder here. I want to see those fire giants. Boom. Something. Okay. Whoa, I love that, like, the heat is actually kind of blurring the, it's actually creating a blurring effect for the rest of the textures behind it. That's so cool. Wait, this looks so good. Let's beat up on another hippopotamus. Whoa. It does so much damage. Whoa, and the way it walks? That's so cool. Alright, let's take a look at the upgrades here. So, champion infantry. Boom. That Ulfsark is wearing a bear helmet. The Herdman looks badass. That actually looks like the Sutton Hoo helmet on his head now. So it's got like a very Saxon kind of look to him. The throwing axeman has like this giant nasal guard, which looks kind of ridiculous. What the hell? And then if we get the cavalry upgrade, we have the eye protectors now. And then finally, let's take a look at the upgrades here. So shield upgrade. Okay, we got the teardrop shield going on. Got the armor upgrade going on. And then the attack upgrade going on. Huh. And if we get another upgrade, it doesn't do a visual upgrade, right? Yeah, okay. The Thor upgrades don't actually visual upgrade. I'm liking these Herdmen. They look so good. Okay, let's go ahead and build the Titan. Actually, before that, I'm gonna call Ragnarok. Ooh. Okay, here are our heroes of Ragnarok. The pathfinding is so weird sometimes, though. Not gonna lie. The heroes of Ragnarok look exactly like how I remember them. This is amazing. This looks so good. All right, let's have these guys go ahead and build that Titan. Huh? Not as fancy of an animation compared to some of the others. He just kind of crawls out and yawns. But I like this visual. Wait, he looks different. He looks different than the preview photos. He's got like a ice spike growing out of his head. Huh, I thought in the preview photos he looked a little bit different. Let's go ahead and send him into the enemy base. I think Cerberus is definitely the Titan that they put the most effort in, or at least it visually appears so. So since I have the Wonder, you can actually see that my Titan's visually much bigger than the enemy Titan. I wonder if I can get them to stand next to each other. Yeah, you can kind of tell that my Titan's just so much bigger. Okay. Oh, what? Wait, that hoplite bounced off at the top of the building. Wait, that was so sick. Wait, I want to do that again. Okay. Oh, it bounced back. Oh, it bounced back again. Wait, that's so hilarious. It's like ricocheting back and forth between these buildings. Wait, Titans are... Even the fully upgraded Titans so much weaker than before. Much more like a standard unit, like a bigger standard unit than a Titan that we remember from before. It's also a bit unfortunate that they don't leave behind like the bloody bones from before. They just kind of sink into the ground. All right, let's take a look at the Atlantean civilization last. Oh, unfortunately, the Atlanteans are actually not ready yet. So it looks like we only have the standard 3 civilization. Well, to be honest with you, I already feel like from what I saw, that was so much content just like in those 3 civilizations. There's so many new units, so many new changes from standard Age of Mythology. And for people who are new to this series, it's going to be a lot of information for them. Kind of an information overload, actually. All these different gods, all these different minor gods, all these different units and texts. And now we get the Atlanteans. And then can you imagine like the Chinese get added afterwards? That's so hype. I will do one last thing. I've got to see something. I've got to make sure something works. Yo! Yo! Okay, that's actually getting kind of annoying, but but it works! Oh, look at him go. He's just punching them. Oh, the laser! Can I woo? Okay! We've got the purple hippopotamus, and he's got blonde flowing hair for some reason? Okay, that's kind of weird. And then we have the fork boy. Oh, and we've got Bella. I want to see Bella fuck someone up. The destruction animations are divine. Okay, the Sentinel destruction is way too satisfying. Okay, so I was getting a bit carried away with myself over there, so I'm gonna dial it back. Let's go over my first impressions of everything that went well and didn't go well in this preview. First off, I gotta say, the new UI is very clean. I really like the new look. Everything has that kind of modern sheen to it. It looks really polished and well done. The graphics really pop out. I love all the new unit designs. The attention to detail with some of the units is amazing, especially some of the units that they kind of redesigned to be a little bit more historically accurate or authentic. Even modernizing the god portraits is really welcome. It definitely makes the game feel a lot more of a, you know, post-2020 kind of game rather than a game from the 90s. That being said, I do think some of the art definitely feels a lot less timeless compared to before. There's something about that original look that just kind of really captures the vibe of Greek mythology, at least as I grew up with it. But who knows, maybe there's gonna be a new generation of kids growing up with this version of god depictions, and that's gonna be the classical look for them. Some of these arts are definitely way more higher quality than other ones though. So like Loki, for instance, looks amazing. Hades looks a little bit sparse in comparison. Uranus looks badass. I love that sky background behind him. Thor's looking good too. Set also looks good. Isis looks a little bit more plain. What's another? There's a god that really stands. Oh, Sobek. Sobek looks really good. I can't bring up the splash for him here, but he looks really good. I'm actually really glad that we got Sobek replacing Hathor, because it never really did make sense why a hippopotamus or cow-faced god would summon crocodiles, whereas Sobek makes a ton more sense. When it comes to the civilizations, I really like all the new changes. Everything that they did to kind of freshen the design up a bit is really welcome. The Norse especially stand out. They have that new building, the Great Hall with the cavalry and the new hero, the Godi, as well as the herdman. Really welcome additions. I love that the herdman is included now, and that becomes the new anti-cavalry unit for the Norse, because previously it didn't really quite make sense while the Elfsark was like wielding a spear, wielding an axe and somehow able to counter horses, whereas every other faction had a spearman that countered horses. So kind of making things more consistent or visually readable, I think is really welcome. It'll make the game a lot more accessible, both for viewers and for players. Another example of like a redesign that helps accessibility is like changing the Jarl. Like, we no longer have human units that can beat myth units. It's only hero units that can beat myth units. The Jarl was a bit of an outlier in the previous version of the game, so I definitely think that that is another welcome change, and I hope that they stay consistent with this as they update to future civilizations as well. And I gotta say, the myth units all look absolutely incredible. Every single one of them that comes out, I don't know why, it just feels like they stand out more. I think it's the new graphical effects to them. I mean, it's either like the voice modulation or like, you know, we saw the frost and the fire giant. They had those like the particle effects coming out of them. I definitely feel a lot more excited whenever I bring out the myth unit now, so that's a really cool thing. I think the retouching of the god powers is also really well done. The fact that we can actually reuse those god powers and just maybe spend some favor to cast it again, I think that's a great design choice. It means we're going to be seeing these powers a lot more. Players are not going to be as stingy with when they get to use those god powers, so I think this will make the games a lot more interesting and perhaps more fast-paced. Oh, and we got to talk about the Titans. The new Titan designs are excellent. I really like it. I like that the Titans are a lot more accessible. They're cheaper, they're easier to build, and when they come out, they're strong, but they're not like a devastatingly strong unit. They're not unbeatable. You can definitely kill it pretty easily, even if you get the Wonder and have the fully upgraded version of the Titan, whereas last time it was kind of like a game-ending unit. Whoever has the Titan, it takes forever to kill them. So I like that they're a lot more addressable now, and the fact that they're so accessible means that they're going to be seen more in pro play. I'm really excited to see what top-level players do with this kind of unit. There is one big issue to call out right now though, and that's the pathfinding bug that we saw in this video a couple times. That happened pretty consistently, and unfortunately I think if the game were to release in this current state, that pathfinding issue is actually going to make the game pretty unplayable. So hopefully they get that ironed out pretty quickly. I have full trust in the team to be able to figure that out. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. That being said, pathfinding issues are kind of a thing in a lot of RTS games, so fingers crossed. Okay, so that's it for this sneak peek of Age of Mythology Retold. Be sure to check out the official launch, which is happening in just a couple months in September 4th. There's also pre-orders happening right now, and I think if you pre-order, you will get access to some kind of early access form of the game, maybe a week or two before the launch. Overall, this was amazing, and I think a lot of fans of the series are going to be really happy with this. I know I'm looking forward to making a ton of content for this game. I'm also looking forward to what they're going to be doing with the Atlantean civilization as well as the Chinese civilization in the coming months. So yeah, stay tuned on this channel if you want to see more Age of Mythology content, and that's all from me. Stay frosty, stay chilly.